In today's fast-paced world, it's never been more important to stay connected. If you're like me, I love to travel and work remotely. And one of the most important gadgets I brought with me is the Solis Lite. Now, recently, I've had some issues with speed when I want to try to download or upload, especially when it comes to things like video production. And so I wanted to try out the new upgraded Solis 5G. So in this video, I want to do a review of the two and actually look at the only thing I really cared about was speed. So there are a few other feature benefits that I'll go through really quickly. So the Lite, one of the reasons why I went with Solis versus anything else, I tried a few other ones, is their data never expires. So you can pay for data that never expires. So if you're traveling for a week, you buy 10 gigs, you come back 2 years later, you still have whatever was remaining on there. So I think that is a huge competitive advantage. And then the next piece is their eSIMs, so that it connects to any service or the best service around. And that's why sometimes I won't have connection on my phone, even though I have 2 service providers on my phone for internet as well, because I'm always working, but they might not have connections because it doesn't have every platform, or it won't switch. These both will allow you to switch and search for the best connection and automatically connect. Now, when it comes to differences, the Lite connects to, I think, 10 devices, where the new one, the 5G, connects to 16, which for me doesn't really matter because I'm usually traveling with 2 or 1 device. The battery on this is supposed to be 24 hours. I have not tested that. This one I think is about 16. They both can be used as chargers, which I wouldn't recommend because I want this to keep its battery as long as possible. And then the new one has a touchscreen, which I've been testing and using. I actually like. It makes it a little bit easier to search and switch for channels of service. Now, the thing that I really want to go through, and the only thing that I was interested in, is the price difference. So this one currently is about $150, this one's about $300. And I want to know, is it actually worth it? Is it faster? Now, that's what we're gonna test today, is can I get on it quicker? Because this one's a little slow to start up and the reliability is iffy. It works, it definitely works, but it's not always 100%. It's better than my phone in some cases it's not. But I was getting on average maybe 2 to 5 megabytes per second. And we'll test that right now with my location. I'm in Florida. And then we're gonna test this one, which I believe is gonna be much faster. And that's why I got it. But I wanted to know, was it actually worth it? So first off, let's just turn them both on at the same time and see kind of what happens here. So I'm holding down the power buttons. All right, so they're both clicking on and they're doing their things. It usually takes this one a few minutes to connect. It turns on pretty quickly. You see it's uploading, and then I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see the actual screen here, but they're both turning on. And once they connect, I will connect each one of them individually to my phone, and we'll do a speed test to see if there's really a difference in what you're paying for, which is the 5G versus the 4G. So this one's already on and ready. It's gonna look for a signal. So I'm gonna pull up my phone. I'll do a screen recording here for you guys. The UI on this one was a little weird. They both have an app, but for some reason when I connected this one, it took me to a third-party website, or not third-party, but directly to their website. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to my Wi-Fi settings. So now it says connecting to one of them. Let's figure out which one. Maybe I should turn one on at a time. The nice thing about the digital one is you get an option of 2.4 gigahertz or 5, and then it actually gives you a QR code so you can scan and connect. So let me go ahead and scan that. I don't honestly know the difference between the two, so let's just do the default. I'm gonna go ahead and scan this little QR code. All right, back, let's see if we're connected. It says one device connected. Okay, so one of the things that I left out is they both now come with 1 gigabyte per month per life, which is a huge value add. So it looks like this one just connected, whereas my other one connected a few minutes ago. So definitely faster with the new 5G. And again, they both come with that 1 gigabyte per month. It expires every month, but then you renew and get a new one, which I think is really cool, because if you're in a new country or a new location, you need to have some service already to get connected. So let's go to speed test. So I'm just going into the Google speed test and I'm on the 5G device, and we're loading here, and we're getting, it's running around 20 megabytes per second. So I'm just gonna let it finish that test, and I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but I'm recording here for you guys. All right, so our download speeds, we got about 12 megabytes, which is a little bit slower than I expected. So I'll try the 5 gigahertz after this and see if there's a difference. So let's go ahead and switch over on this plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and I can just use this touchscreen. I'm gonna change my Wi-Fi service to the 5G. Yep, so I'm on the 5G now, which is really nice that you're able to just scan that QR code and set it up So that way you can just have friends and guests use it that way. Now let's retest. This is looking a lot faster. Maybe. There we go. Yep, we're at like 30 megabytes per second. Still loading though. So we got 25 megabytes per second, so faster there. All right, and our upload speeds were faster. We got 25 megabytes of download speed and 1.16 of upload speed. So not super fast, but definitely able to do most of the things you're gonna do, including browse and watch videos on the internet. So now let's turn this guy off so we don't get confused. Power off. And again, the touch screen makes it really nice. You can do a lot of it there. So I don't think I actually need to use the app. I can connect there's same thing that there's a QR code on the back of this one that has a password and things like that, but it's nice to see the app because it kind of replaces what the touchscreen's doing is what you get in the app. All right, so I've connected to this device now, and let's just do that same exact speed test. We're gonna go back to Google, I'm doing it in Google Chrome, and I'm just gonna run that test. All right, so we finally finished both tests. If you can see it here, so the Solis Lite got about 8 megabytes upload speed and only about 0.6 megabytes download speed, whereas the 5G, we got upwards of 25 megabytes download speed and upwards of a megabyte upload speed. So the Solis Lite definitely wins. It's more than twice as fast which is if you're doing work remotely, that's probably gonna be the better bet and probably worth the money if you can go double the speed. So I'm gonna start carrying this guy around and probably give this one to a friend. If you guys like videos like this, please make sure to subscribe.